We welcome you back to the Gulfport Sportsplex Day 2. We've got night action here. 4 games, 2 on this field, 2 on field 10, as we had an early exit this morning due to lightning and rain. And we welcome you back to Gulfport. Charles Edmond here as we pick up the game that was delayed early on. This is our first elimination game. On field 10, you have Southern and Prairie View. And, of course, that's also on the SWAC Digital Network. Charles Porter bringing you that action as we are in the top of the second inning. Tavia Lennon, the sophomore, leading off for Grambling. They went down in order. 3 fly ball outs in the top of the first for Texas Southern. Wilson grounded out. Perla flied to center. And Carr grounded out. So we are in the top of the second inning. The loser of this game is eliminated. The winner of this game will come back tomorrow at 10:30. There's a fly ball foul and out of play. I'm Charles Edmond, James Crenshaw, and crew. Glad you can join us. It's been an interesting day and a half. Mother Nature has played a factor last night. A late ending to that exciting Bethune-Cookman Prairie View game. And after one batter this morning, this game was halted. The conference brass got together. And because this facility has several fields, and we've had this pretty much every year, when you have extended weather delays, you can get caught up because you have a number of fields in which you can get everything caught up. So after tonight, we should be back on track here on the main field tomorrow. Here's a ground ball to third, and the throw across is there for Texas Southern's Denia Durr. So the first 4 set down. Pitching matchups here, Kylie Wilson, all conference, 8-8 during the season, versus Chloe Wilson, 4-4 during the season. Kylie Wilson can do it all. One out. And at the plate for Grambling is Kadeja Collins. Jackson State, the defending tournament champs, beat Southern University. And Bethune-Cookman, a late night affair, beat Prairie View. Here's a base hit in the right center field. Our first base runner as Collins a single in the right center. So Grambling with their first base runner, time called. And, of course, Grambling, as you know, lost a 9-inning game to FAMU 3-2. I was talking with both of these coaches. Raven Rodriguez talked about the opportunities out there. She felt like I had to clean up things defensively. And for Nakia Hall in her 7th season, she felt like her team was right there. This pitch strike called. Felt like a call here or there that didn't go her way. Walked a batter that probably they shouldn't have. Should have let that player swing the bat. Those little things, you know, in a one-run game, so many little things matter. HBP, don't move the runner over, just a lot of little things in a one-run game you can look back on. 1-1 the count. Pitches low 2-1 to Zenatria Evans, the sophomore, as Grambling has a 1-out base runner here in this first elimination game. Here's the pitch, misses outside, and the count is 3-1 here in this top of the second inning. Texas Southern, the home team, 3-1 the count. The 3-1. Strike call, 3-2. Grambling 2 runs, 9 hits, and 1 error. They left 9 on base. The game lasted 9 innings. Here's the 3-2. Chopper to second, and the tag for 1 and safe at first. Well, the fielder's choice, and Evans is at first, taking out Collins, who's running the bases. Crystalline Higgins at the plate. Grambling led 2-0. FAMU got a run in the fourth, a run in the sixth, and a run in the ninth. Texas Southern lost 5-3 and had the bases loaded. 1-1 the count. There's a check swing, and the pitch misses outside to Higgins. Count is 1-1. One and one the count. Audrey Richardson, the pitcher for Grambling, went 8 2/3 innings, 138 pitches yesterday. Zoriana Hughes went 4 2/3 innings. All-conference pitcher for Florida A&M. Count 1-2. And I was talking with Coach Hall before the game, and she said despite 138 pitches, there's a high fly ball in the shallow right. And it's going to be caught at second. The side is retired as Menchaca hauls it in. A single and one stranded. Again on field 10 behind us. Prairie View Southern just underway. We'll be right back with the bottom of the second. Durr, Penelope Sands, and Menchaca coming up here on the SWAC Digital Network. Nia Durr with a long fly ball deep left field and a heck of a running catch by Broussard up against the fence. A long out, but that was charged hard. And Broussard going back up against the fence. That might have cleared the fence. Ran into the collapsible fence out there in left field. A heck of a catch for the first out. Heck of a catch by Broussard. We've seen a number of fantastic plays in the outfield the first couple of days. There's a fly ball, Penelope Sands down the right side, and that's caught at second base in foul territory by Walls. Quickly 2 away. Well, we're seeing more sun here right now than we've seen the entire tournament. Yesterday we had brief peaks of the sun, but here partly sunny. Forecast calls for little if no rain the rest of the evening. This pitch misses outside. I think it was a good move by the conference, obviously. From the time the game was postponed early, it was rain most of the day. This pitch misses outside. And you had a situation where it was just probably not feasible to try to squeeze in any softball in between the weather, lightning, heavy rain at times. The ground ball to third, and the throw across is there, and the side is retired as Evans throws out Menchaca. 2 complete here in this elimination game. Another elimination game behind us on Field 10, Southern and Prairie View. We'll update you on that as well. Top 3 coming up. Scoreless will be right back. Bottom of the lineup for Grambling coming up.
It's time to reimagine exceptional. Introducing the Buick Envision. Experience advanced technology with breathtaking clarity and help keep the noise out, creating a serene space within. With advanced safety technologies standard on Envision, experience confident driving wherever the road takes you. Discover what it's like to make every day an occasion. Buick, exceptional by design.
All right, we welcome you back to the Gulfport Sportsplex. 2 softball games you can check out on the SWAC Digital Network. Due to weather, games were backed up a little, so 2 games here on this field and on Field 10, 2 tonight. And by the time this evening's over with, we'll be back on schedule tomorrow. Grambling will have 8, 9, and 1 coming up. Deja Russell, the center fielder, facing Kylie Wilson. And a foul off to the side, and we're underway here in this top of the 3rd inning. You have matchups yesterday in which teams hadn't seen each other in those matchups, but not the case today. Grambling, Texas Southern familiar with each other. A little chopper right back to Wilson. 1 away. Lexi Hope stands in for Grambling. You got behind us, you have Prairie View and Southern University. They're familiar with each other, obviously. FAMU, Alabama State, familiar. Jackson State, Bethune-Cookman, of course, they're familiar with one another. They just played on Saturday in a game that had to be finished in Jackson. So matchups that everyone's familiar with. 1-0 the count to the number 9 hitter Hope. His pitch strike called. 1-1. Charles Porter will have the call of the 2 games on Field 10. I'm Charles Edmond. Glad you can join us. Our producer, James Crenshaw, doing a wonderful job in trying to get 2 games for the price of 1. Here's a chopper to first. 2 out. As Melissa Martinez with the 1 unassist, the 3 unassist for the 2nd out. Top of the lineup for Grambling. We started in this morning with Ashante Specs flying to right. I don't think the game was 5 minutes in before it was lightning. And they started the clock at 30 minutes, and then another lightning issue, and then another. And then the conference brass kind of got together and said, you know what, let's let this pass. And we actually have partly sunny skies here in Gulfport. No rain expected the rest of this evening. Have to watch it tomorrow. It's pitch strike called. 1-1 the count, 2 out. Top of the 2nd inning, scoreless. The 3rd inning here, inning number 3. There's a fly ball, medium depth, right center, and it's caught in right center. The side is retired as Lene Carr hauls it in. So we're through 2.5. Scoreless in this first elimination game. Southern Prairie View behind us in our 2nd elimination game. We'll be right back. Bottom of the lineup coming up. 4-10 Southern.
HBCU friends and fam, spread the word. The Retool Your School program is back and making a bigger impact than ever before. For more than 15 years, we've been making a difference by helping HBCUs build what they need to take their campuses to the next level. From lounges for ideation and collaboration to gardens that beautify campuses, this year we're showing up in a big way, helping HBCUs shine with over $3 million in Retool Your School grants. Find out more at retoolyourSchool.com. Retool Your School. We're powered by purpose.
Third inning for Texas Southern, the catcher, number 28, Charisma Garcia.
Bottom of the third inning. Bottom of the lineup, Charisma Garcia will lead it off for Texas Southern. This pitch misses, ball one. We are underway. Bottom of the third inning. Chloe Wilson, 4-4 during the season, 4.55 earned run average. The 1-0. This is low. A little bit on the cool side as well with all the rain. There's been a lot of rain here in the south, Louisiana, Mississippi. 2-0 the count. Pitch strike call on the inside corner. So let's talk with the commissioner. Maybe we'll get that done perhaps tomorrow. We'll get back on schedule, and it's the advantage of having options. There's a pitch strike called. Count is 2-2. We've seen low-scoring games through day one, and we're seeing it again so far. Scoreless, bottom of the third inning. 2-2 coming up. Off speed, popped up in foul territory, and there is a play. One out. Catch is made by Lexi Hope, the catcher. One away.
The designated player, number 24.
Off speed, waited on it. Backward spin. As you can see, Hope finding it. Had plenty of room. One out. Melanie Guardiola at the plate, the junior. This pitch is low, ball one. Number 8 hitter for Texas Southern, the home team for this elimination game. Here's the 1-0. Low 2-0. Prairie View, team that went 21-3, winning the Western Division, lost to Bethune-Cookman last night. They're in an elimination game on field 10 here against Southern University. A team that got off to a tough start but had an opportunity late. 2-1 the count against Jackson State as they trailed 5-0 early, and they made a game of it as Chopper fouled down the third base line. Southern went through 3 pitchers in the first inning, settled things down, bats got going. They had an opportunity. So 4 low-scoring games yesterday. This one obviously low-scoring as well, as we're in the bottom of the third inning. Here's the 2-2. Fly ball down the right side, and a nice running catch down the right side by Higgins.
Playing first base, number 8, Marissa Martinez.
I'll bring up Marissa Martinez. Marissa Martinez in yesterday's game, a double, a single, and a sacrifice. She was 2 for 3. 2 out, bases empty. Pitch from Chloe Wilson. Inside, you have 2 Wilsons. Chloe Wilson for Grambling and the lefty Kylie Wilson for Texas Southern. 1-0 the count. Bottom of the third inning. This pitch misses outside, and the count is 2-0. 2 games on this field, 2 games behind us on field 10. We'll get all caught up and bring you all the action here on this field starting tomorrow at 10:30. There's the pitch strike call. The winner of this game will be playing at 10:30. Count is 2-1. 2 out. Pitch is high. Grambling with 1 hit in the second inning, a single to right center by Collins. Texas Southern has yet to get a base hit. Here's the 3-1. Here's a shot, base hit, left center field. And trying to get to second is Martinez, and she'll get there. So Texas Southern, a single and an error. And Martinez is at second.
The pitcher, number 17, Kylie Wilson.
Top of the lineup. Just as I talked about Texas Southern not having a hit, right on cue, Marissa Martinez, a single to left center. Bobbled at center, allowed Martinez to take second. So a single and an error, and Texas Southern with an opportunity. Kylie Wilson grounded to second her last time up. Wilson, a base hit into left center field. Martinez around third. Schill scores. Bobbled again at center. A single and another error. An RBI single for Wilson. RBI single for Wilson. Scoring Martinez. An error in center. And Texas Southern taking advantage of 2 Grambling errors, 2 base hits. And TSU with a 1-0 lead. So some 2-out action for Texas Southern. Marissa Martinez with a single, bobbled in center, allowed her to take second. And then Kylie Wilson, her RBI single. Kylie Wilson in yesterday's game had an RBI single to make it 5-4. She walked in the first inning, caught stealing. She was 1 for 3 with a walk and an RBI. And here, an RBI single. Scoring Martinez, giving Texas Southern the lead. Marissa Perla, she had 2 doubles yesterday. She was 2 for 4. Pitch strike called. 1 the count, so Texas Southern with an early lead here in the 3rd inning. 1-1 the count. So a run on 2 hits. Is it off speed? Just missed. The count is 1-1, so some 2-out action. Texas Southern hadn't had a base runner until the number 9 Martinez, a single and an error. Then a single and another error by Wilson, scoring Martinez. Fly ball down the right side, and it's going to be caught in right, and the side is retired as Higgins hauls it in. A run on 2 hits, 2 errors, and 1 left. So we go to the 4th inning. Texas Southern with a 1-0 lead in this first elimination game. We'll be right back with the top of the 4th inning. Top of the 4th inning, Grambling 2, 3, and 4. Caitlin Walls, Cameron Broussard, and Violetin are the order coming up for Grambling. 1-0 Texas Southern. Which misses outside, and the count is 2-0. Southern Prairie View on field 10. 2-0 the count. This pitch misses 3-0. Again for Prairie View, a team that won 21 games in conference. And you talk to every coach, and it's a pretty old adage, hey, what you did in the regular season doesn't really matter. Here's the 3-0. Ball 4, and Grambling with the leadoff. All the leadoff walk. 5 in a row had been set down by Kylie Wilson. Cameron Broussard flied to right the first time up. 1-0. Texas Southern with the lead, and the leadoff is on for Grambling. Let's see how they play it. Swinging away here is Broussard, and the pitch misses, ball 1. Well, Grambling had opportunities. They stranded 9 in the loss to FAMU in extra innings. His pitch strike called, 1-1. Top of the fourth inning. Kind of speeding right along here. A lot of outs. Texas Southern with the lead. Pitch swing and a miss on a pitch out and away. And the count is 1-2. One and two the count. The pitch foul straight back. Count remains 1-2. Led it on deck. They're swinging away here instead of a sacrifice. Only down a run in the fourth. This pitch misses outside. Count is even 2-2. And a lot of weather rolled through here this morning. They stopped play with this game, and with 4 games on the schedule, 2 games on this field, 2 behind us on field 10. Here's a shot the middle, and it's a base hit. Wilson got a piece of it. Runner to third. Here's the throw, and it's too late. And taking second is Broussard. So Grambling with runners on at second and third. Kylie Wilson got a piece of it, but it's still enough for it to power through into center. So second and third, time called. Kia Hall going over the situation here. Second and third for Grambling. We talked about this yesterday. Grambling trying to make the most of this tournament opportunity. Grambling needed help to get in the tournament. This past Saturday, Southern played UAPB in a makeup, and Grambling needed UAPB to lose for them to get in the tournament. And Southern won 13-4, which eliminated UAPB, and Grambling made the tournament. Lost yesterday in extra innings to FAMU, and here trying to stay alive. They have runners on at second and third, nobody out. All right, so second and third, you've got the cleanup. Ledden at the plate. She grounded to third her last time up. 1-0 here in this top 4. Pitch from Wilson. Strike called. 0-1 the count. Grambling trying to tie it up or grab the lead. Runners at second and third. Bunt. Fielded at third. No one covering at first. Everybody is safe. Durr did what she was supposed to do. There's the field. Looked home. Nobody there. But obviously no one covering. Obviously second should be covering first. And that loads the bases for Grambling with nobody out. Deja Collins at the plate, bases loaded, nobody out. Coach Rodriguez was telling me before the game just some defensive things hurt yesterday, and that's one right there. A bunt fielded at third, no one covering first. There's a fly ball in the right field, right center, caught in right. Here's the tag. The run will score. Runner to third, and Grambling's tied it up. Sack fly by Collins, scoring Broussard, and we've got a 1-1 game. That was hit medium depth, caught in right. The tag. Ball immediately into third. The sack fly, and we got a 1-1 game. Runners on at first and third. Pitch misses outside. The ball cut off. And now the throw back to third, safe there. Runner to second, everybody safe. So Grambling with runners on at second and third. Broussard at third, Ledden at second. 1-1 game, second and third. 1-0 the count, so Grambling a chance to grab the lead. A foul off to the right side. Count is 1-1. The score is 1-1. Top of the fourth inning, so Texas Southern grabbed the lead in the third. Grambling's tied it here, top four. 1-1 Evans, low and inside. So a walk and two singles and a sac flies tied this game. Grambling has second and third, one out. The 1-1 to Evans. Ground ball to short. The throw home is there. 6-2. Getting Broussard. Led into third, and Evans at first. Getting the lead runner. Two out. Runners on at first and second. Getting the runner from third. Now first and second. There's a fly ball to short. And the side is retired as Sands hauls it in. So Grambling a run on two hits, a walk, and two stranded. Grambling has left three. Bottom of the fourth inning, 1-1 game coming up. 3, 4, and 5, Carr, Durr, and Sands coming up after this on the SWAC Digital Network.
Fun, memories, friendship. We're here for all of it. Here for the big moments and the small ones too. We're here for unforgettable triumph, momentary misfortune, and the impromptu throwdown. We're out here each day, chasing something great. Call it adventure, call it play, we call it fun. Academy Sports and Outdoors. Have fun out there.
Hey, HBCU friends and fam, spread the word. The Retool Your School program is back and making a bigger impact than ever before. For more than 15 years, we've been making a difference by helping HBCUs build what they need to take their campuses to the next level. From lounges for ideation and collaboration to gardens that beautify campuses, this year we're showing up in a big way, helping HBCUs shine with over $3 million in Retool Your School grants. Find out more at retoolyourschool.com. Retool Your School. We're powered by purpose.
And we welcome you back. Gulfport, Mississippi. Again, due to weather delays early this morning with our first game, which was this game, there's two games on this field, and behind us on field 10, there will be two other games, including the game going on right now, Southern and Prairie View. And here's a base hit by Carr as Texas Southern right back on it. A single for Lene Carr to lead it off. 1-1 game here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Third hit for Texas Southern. Grambling with 3 hits as well. Prairie View with a 2-1 lead over Southern University. We'll try to get updates on that game. Of course, the loser of that game is eliminated. Prairie View won last team to win back-to-back SWAC tournament championships, 22 and 23. Jackson State won it last year in 2024. We'll win it in 25. 2-0 the count. Popped up on the infield. It's going to be caught at second by Walls. One away. Penelope Sands. Penelope Sands, the shortstop, fouled out to second her last time up. Pitch to Sands. Strike called. Sands, she was 3 for 4 with an RBI in yesterday's game. Off speed, pitches high, and the throw is too late. A stolen base for Carr. Carr stole 5 bases during the season. Now Texas Southern a runner in scoring position. Count is 1-1. There's a fly ball foul. Sounds like some action behind us on field number 10. Again, due to the fact that this game was delayed after about 5 minutes due to lightning and a lot of lightning and rain around, the conference decided to extend this to 2 fields today and tonight. There'll be 2 games on field 10, 2 games here. And by the time the night is over, we should be caught up. We'll have 2 teams that are eliminated, 2 teams staying alive. And we'll be right back on schedule tomorrow. 1-2 the count. 1 out. Carr at second. Ground ball foul. Destiny Menchaca on deck. Count is 1-2. 1 out. We're tied at 1. Some low-scoring games yesterday. This one low-scoring here in day 2. 1-2 the count. There's a base hit in the right center field. Carr around third, all the way to the wall. She'll score. Sands around second. Boner's in the third, and she's there with a triple, and Texas Southern back on top. RBI triple by Penelope Sands, scoring Carr. And Texas Southern with a 2-1 lead. Took that one to right center all the way to the wall. Good speed by Sands. And Texas Southern grabs the lead. Back and forth. TSU led 1-0. Grambling tied it in the 4th. TSU re-grabs the lead in the bottom of the 4th inning. 2-1 our score. Count is 1-0. Destiny Menchaca, an opportunity to add to Texas Southern's lead. Squaring, will swing away, and a high fly ball in the deep right center field. This ball's going to be caught in right. Sands tags, she scores, and Texas Southern with a 2-run lead. Sac fly by Menchaca, scoring Sands. TSU with a 3-1 lead.
The catcher, number 28, Charisma Garcia.
Charisma Garcia at the plate. Fouled out to the catcher. So 2 out, but 2 runs in for TSU. 3-1 Tigers. Opportunistic is Texas Southern, the leadoff single, then the triple, then the sac fly. Prairie View with a 4-1 lead, trying to stay alive. Pitch strike called. 1-1 the count. One. Speed misses. PVU with a 3-run lead over Southern University. Count is 2-1. Bottom of the 4th inning. The 2-1. Base hit right center field. Charisma Garcia keeps the inning alive with a single in the right center. The 3rd hit in this inning for Texas Southern. Melody Guardiola at the plate as the infield huddles up. Well, for Chloe Wilson, she set down the first 8. Then Martinez with a single. Then Wilson with a single. 4 hits for Texas Southern. Melanie Guardiola at the plate, the designated player. 3-1 our score. Chloe Wilson trying to work out of a jam here. Ground ball off of third. It's going to be a base hit. And Texas Southern. Their inning continues. The 5th hit for TSU. This is the bottom of the lineup. Middle to the bottom of the lineup. Sands with an RBI triple. Garcia, the number 7 hitter with a single to right center. Then Guardiola, the number 8 hitter with a single. Marissa Martinez singled her last time up. 2 on, 2 out for Texas Southern. They have a 2-run lead. Off speed, there's a fly ball in the left. And it's caught in left, and the sign is retired by Broussard. But Texas Southern, 2 runs, 4 hits, 2 stranded. We'll take a time out here. We'll be right back. 5th inning coming up. Texas Southern trying to stay alive. They have a 2-run lead. We'll be right back after this on the SWAC Digital Network. Three to 1. Texas Southern with the lead as they've turned the lights on here. Sun is behind us. This is the sunniest it has been. I think we're fine the rest of this evening to get caught up, and we'll be back here full schedule on this field tomorrow. And that's the beauty of playing in a facility in which you have a number of fields to get caught up in. It's like every year we have to, the conference has to exercise that, but that's the beauty of it. 1-1 the count. Right now, Grambling is down 2 runs. The bottom of the lineup, 8-9-1. Deja Russell grounded out. Lexi Hope flied out, and top of the lineup for Grambling. This pitch is low. Texas Southern 2 runs on 4 hits after they grabbed the lead. Grambling tied it up on a sac fly by Collins. But Texas Southern 4 hits, 2 runs in the bottom of the 4th. Here's a shot foul down the left side. I was talking with both coaches before the game. You know, the obvious question, talk about the series between these 2 teams. And Coach Rodriguez was saying, hey, it doesn't really matter. It's about right now. And Coach Hall pretty much said the same thing. It's basically where your feet are right now and trying to find a way to stay alive. 2-2 the count. Here's a base hit. Oh, caught! It's second. Well, I thought it was going to drop, but Menchaca said not so fast.
The catcher, number 13, Lexi Hope.
Well, we've seen some web gems here in this tournament. There's another one. Menchaca with a heck of a play. 1 out. In the outfield and in the infield. 1 out. Lexi Hope at the plate. Fly to first her last time up. I thought it was going to drop for sure. Chaka said, what are you talking about? Here's the 1-0. That's a shot foul down the left side. I mean, we've seen at least 2 deep fly balls in which home runs were robbed. Saw one today. As a matter of fact, Grambling's outfielders have been responsible for 2 deep fly balls that they kept in the ballpark. Count is 1-1. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Single for Lexi Hope. And that gives Grambling hope here with the tying run coming to the plate. And Ashani Specs, designated player, 0 for 2. Fly to right, fly to center. And it looks like Nakia Hall will get a pinch runner into the game. Kendall Turpo, the sophomore.
Pinch running for Grambling over at first base, number 44, Kendall Turpo.
Kendall Turpo.
Adding the designated player, number 22, Ashante Specs.
Specs at the plate. We'll try to get a little bit of speed on the bases. Well, the pinch runner to Pro at first. This pitch strike called. 1-1 the count, 1 out. 3-1. Grambling with the lead. There's a high fly ball in the deep left center field. This ball's well hit, and that's it. It's going to be caught. Another whale, Jim, up against the fence. Lene Carr with a heck of a running catch in left center field. Well, we've seen some outfielders getting it done. Well hit. Carr going back, up against the fence, hung on to it. Got to make the catch and hang on. And that's exactly what she did. And now there will be a challenge of this catch. We're going to take a look at this. Coach Hall is going to challenge whether or not this is a catch. Ball's well hit. Left center field. One full running catch up against the fence. Oh, okay, well. Yeah. Let's take a look at that and see. She made the catch up against the wall. Stumbled off the wall. Gets up, makes the play, makes the throw in. So we'll see if, in fact, that will be considered a catch. And they're taking a look at it here. So this is under further review. She made the catch, stumbled, knees hit the ground. Again, we're gonna hold up after last night. I think we'll just hold up and just allow the officials to make the call. But Nakia Hall is challenging whether or not that was a catch out in left center field. Again, you're looking at it as the umpires taking a look at it here. That's a heck of a catch. I mean, no matter how you look at it, regardless of what they call, that's just a heck of a catch up against the wall. We've seen 3 or 4 of those here in this tournament, and that's another one. So again, we're going to see if, in fact, it is a catch or not. They're taking a look at it. But I just have to give Carr her flowers on that. I mean, any catch you see up against the wall, I mean, staying with it, you got to know where you are in relation to the wall. Got to feel your presence in terms of where you are in the outfield. And that's just a heck of a catch. All right, they've taken a look at it. The headsets are off. All right, they've taken a look at it, and here we go with the ruling. It is a catch, confirmed. 2 out.
Playing second base, number 2, Caitlin Walls.
Caitlin Walls. 0 for 1 with a walk. Again, we've seen a number of web gems in this tournament already, and we've got a long way to go, but through the first day and change, number of plays. Yesterday, there's a number of plays in the outfield. I think 2 home runs were saved yesterday. Caitlin Walls walked and flied to center. It's 2 out. It's pitch strike called. If that ball wasn't caught, it would have been second and third at least. Here's the 0-1. Misses. The count is 1-1. Again, at last report, Southern University was winning over on field 10 behind us 4-1. Again, if Southern loses that game, they're eliminated. Here's the 1-1 low and throw back to first. Tupou is back in. Count is 2-1. The lights are on here at the Gulfport Sportsplex. Sun behind us. Here's the 2-1. Here's a shot there down the third baseline. Extra bases. Tupou around second. Motors in the third. She's going to be waved home, and the throw is offline. A triple, and now she's going to try to score, and she does. And Grambling's tied it up. Ball thrown away behind home plate. A triple and an error. The triple scores Tupou, and the error allows Walls to circle the bases. And we've got a tie game at 3. So Texas Southern led 1-0. Grambling ties it up. Texas Southern leads 3-1. Grambling ties it up again. 3-3 game with Cameron Broussard at the plate with the bases empty. Broussard a foul off to the right side. Two runs, 2 hits. Errors have played a factor in all the runs so far in this one. 3-3 game. Here's the 0-1. This misses. 1-1 the count. We've seen some 2-out work from both of these teams, trying to keep their season alive. This 3-3 game. Here's the 1-1. Foul straight back. So with 1 out, Hope singled. Tupou pinch ran for her. A terrific catch in center that was contested but called out. Then a triple by Walls scored Tupou, and then a throwing error allowed Walls to score. Tied up at 3. Foul off to the right side. Count is 1-2. 1-2 the count, 2 out. 3-3 game. The 1-2. Oh, ball right back to Wilson. Side is retired. But Grambling, 2 runs, 2 hits, an error, and nobody left. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Top of the lineup for Texas Southern coming up in this elimination game on the SWAC Digital Network.
History of winning started with the 65 Gators losing steam, losing sweat.
We've identified the problem. What is the solution?
A drink scientifically designed to hydrate better than water, so they could sweat more, win more, and change the game forever.
Boom, bop, boom, 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 bop, bam.
Naturally, we called our stuff Gatorade.
As we resume action, Kylie Wilson singles to lead it off for Texas Southern in the bottom of the 5th inning. Wilson on the mound, and it just shows you what she can do. I think she can play all 9 positions, and for Wilson, she's 2 for 3 with the bat. She's done a pretty good job on the mound. Marissa Perla with the go-ahead run, trying to bunt, takes a strike. Pitching change for Grambling. Audrey Richardson, who threw 136 pitches yesterday for Grambling in that 9-inning game. Here's a bunt foul. I was talking with the Grambling's coach before the game, and she did indicate that she is available. She felt like even though that's 136 pitches, it was a lot. Obviously, to us, it was a lot. But she felt like the way the game was going, it was not, in her mind, as many pitches, and she felt like she had something left for today. Here's a fly ball down the right side, and nice effort by Higgins. Couldn't catch up with it. Audrey Richardson, 8 2/3 innings yesterday, 138 pitches, 3 runs on 12 hits, 138 pitches. And here she is trying to keep Grambling's season alive. Higgins is okay. It was on this turf. Full extension. One and two the count. Rise ball high and a stolen base for Wilson. Count is 2-2. 2-2 the count. Ground ball too short. Runner to third. The throw is low. Out there. So Perla does her job in moving Wilson to third. She's there with 1 out. So Lene Carr singled and grounded out. So a chance for Texas Southern to re-grab the lead once again. 3-3 game here in the bottom of the 5th. Carr ground ball to third, looks the runner back to third, and the throw across is there. And Wilson stays at third, and she's there with 2 out.
Playing third base, number 16, Nadia Durr.
Which is low, ball 1. The winner of this game will come back tomorrow at 10:30. The one thing, when you're in that first game bracket, you lose, you come back, and then you win, you come back again, be the first game. 3 straight days of being the first game. And so at that bracket, I mean, it's on one hand, you're done early, then you got to get started early. Here's a 2-0, low. And I've talked about this. It used to be for softball and baseball. The first game used to be at 9 o'clock in the morning. They had 9, 12, 3, and 6. And after discussion with coaches, I guess, for softball and baseball, 9 o'clock is probably early for a lot of folks, coaches. They made the adjustment, starting at 10:30. I think it's worked out. 3-0 the count. Durr 0 for 2. Fly to left and second. 3-0 the count. 2 out, runner at third. Texas Southern trying to re-grab the lead. This pitch misses, ball 4. So first and third. for Texas Southern. Penelope Sands, RBI triple, gave Texas Southern a 2-1 lead, and she fouled out. TSU with a good opportunity here in the bottom of the 5th. It's strike called from Richardson. Audrey Richardson, who pitched yesterday. Here's the 0-1. There's 1-1. 1-1 the count, 2 out. The 1-1 misses outside. 2-1. 2-1 the count, 2 out. Texas Southern, bottom 5, trying to re-grab the lead. Here's the 2-1. And here's a foul down the right side. Count is 2-2. 2-2 the count, 2 out. So a chance for TSU with 2 on. Texas Southern has left 3. Grambling has left 3. Here's the 2-2. 2-2 pitch. Popped up on the infield. And it's going to be caught. It's short. Bobbled, but caught by Collins. Side is retired. A walk, a single, and 2 stranded. Texas Southern has left 5, and we are through 5. 3-3 game. 4, 5, and 6. Lennon, Collins, Evans for Grambling after this.
It's time to reimagine exceptional. Introducing the Buick Envision. Experience advanced technology with breathtaking clarity and help keep the noise out, creating a serene space within. With advanced safety technologies standard on Envision, experience confident driving wherever the road takes you. Discover what it's like to make every day an occasion. Buick, exceptional by design.
We follow pizza drivers, make sure the customers get a Pepsi.
Pizza guy! Pepsi guy!
Is that legal?
It's a gray area.
Not going anywhere, pal.
To enhance your pizza's flavor.
That's the perfect combo.
Yeah, he's still following me. Probably a stupid marketing stunt.
We have a tie game, top of the 6th inning on this field. I'll be calling Alabama State FAMU. That game coming up on this field. Behind me on field 10 will be Jackson State and Bethune-Cookman. Be interesting first year FAMU coach, first year Alabama State coach. How interesting will that be? That game coming up next. I'll be calling that game. Charles Porter will have Jackson State, Bethune-Cookman. Here's the 1-1, a base hit in the center field. And Grambling right back on it. In this 3-3 game here in the top of the 6th inning. Led in 2 for 3. It'll bring up Collins. The sac fly tied it at 1. We got a visit on the mound here. And again, with the winners games, with Bama State, FAMU, Jackson State, Bethune-Cookman, whoever wins those matchups are 1 win away from the SWAC championship game. The winner of this game will play the loser of Alabama State and FAMU.
Running for Grambling over at first base. Number 6 moving on a catch. Now batting the shortstop, number 20, Denisha Collins.
Denisha Collins at the plate. Leadoff off for Grambling in a 3-3 game. Pitch strike called. We'll see. Coach Nakia Hall in her 7th season. Only the head coach at Alabama A&M for a number of years. We'll see how she plays. This is like straight up. Pitch to Collins. Strike call. Now she's in the hole. 0-2. Prairie View leads Southern University in an elimination game. The Panthers have to take the long route if they want to get back to the championship game. Bethune-Cookman with a win over Prairie View last night. 1-2 the count. Bethune-Cookman, Jackson State coming up on field number 10. Those two teams just met this past Saturday in a game in Jackson. They had to finish. They had to pick up in the 7th inning. Bethune-Cookman had to make the trip to Jackson in a game that was halted in the first meeting between those, the first series. Because of weather, the game was called in the 7th inning in Jackson early in the year. And because all teams had to play all their games, Bethune-Cookman made a return trip to Jackson to pick up that game from April and then made the trip down here. Here's the 1-2. This is outside. The count is 2-2. Well, those two teams just met over the weekend. So you got Alabama State, FAMU familiar there. Jackson State, Bethune-Cookman very familiar. 2-2 the count. And I'll have Bama State, FAMU coming up next. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss on a rise ball. One out.
Base number 34 is Andrea Evans.
Andrea Evans hitting a fielder's choice and grounded out. See this ball rise. There it is. He used to call it a riser. I've heard announcers call it a riser. I was corrected by a softball coach, and they said there's no such thing. But I've heard people say it. It's not correct. It's a rise ball instead of a riser. So 1 out. Evans at the plate. Go ahead and run it first with 1 out. It's tie game. Top of the 6th. This is outside. Kylie Wilson still in for Texas Southern on the mound. Chloe Wilson replaced by Audrey Richardson, who pitched the entire game against FAMU yesterday. Here's the 1-1 check swing. Pitches outside in the tag. She's out. Led in the back tag. Let's take a look at it here. Kia Hall is not going to challenge it. She realizes well, it doesn't matter now. Play continues. I mean, in a game like this, with your challenges, Kia Hall decides not to challenge that. Like was a pretty good call, too. 2-2 the count. There's a ground ball deep second. And the side is retired. So a single, caught stealing, nobody left. Bottom of the 6th inning, coming up, Menchaca will lead it off. Charisma Garcia and Melanie Guardiola coming up after this.
History of winning started with the 65 Gators losing steam, losing sweat.
We've identified the problem. What is the solution?
A drink scientifically designed to hydrate better than water, so they could sweat more, win more, and change the game forever.
Bing, bop, boom, 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 bop, bam.
Naturally, we called our stuff Gatorade.
And we welcome you back to Gulfport. SWAC softball tournament brought to you in part by GM. GM, a proud supporter of the Southwestern Athletic Conference. I'll talk with the commissioner probably tomorrow. I think it'll be a good time to talk to him. Kind of let this day develop with the weather and all. Tomorrow, probably talk to him and get his thoughts. SWAC with a legal victory. We'll talk about that. Softball. Anytime I talk with Commissioner McClellan, it's always an interesting conversation. There's a fly ball straight up the silo, and it's caught at third. One out by Evans. Of course, we just had the basketball tournament, baseball tournament in Rickwood Park. Talked with a president recently. Very pleased with the basketball tournament setup, the location. Which is low and inside, ball one. There's Garcia at the plate. Fouled out, single to right center. 1-0 the count. 3-3 game in the sixth inning. This pitch misses outside. And the weather these first couple of days have been very dicey, especially this morning. And the way it goes is when you have a lightning delay, it's 30 minutes, and any lightning that is heard or seen, you tack on another 30 minutes. And I know we had 3 or 4 probably within 10 minutes after they started the 30-minute clock. And just looking at the weather, looking at the time frame, the hour by hour, I think it was wise to let things clear out, and actually it's turned out perfectly. You've got additional fields. And of course, Charles Porter bringing you that Southern Prairie View game, the other elimination game. Charles Porter will have Jackson State Bethune-Cookman, and I'll have Alabama State FAMU. 3-2 the count in this 3-3 game. Resma Garcia, the catcher. Full count. Richardson brings it home. Fly ball in the deep center. This ball's well hit, but caught. Played perfectly. Center fielder Russell hauling it in. And quickly 2 away. Melanie Guardiola at the plate. Singled, advanced on an error. Fly to right. Grambling in the 7th inning will have the bottom of the lineup, 7, 8, and 9. Due up. Pitch is low, ball one. Richardson threw 138 pitches in 9 innings yesterday in a tough loss by Grambling to FAMU. This pitch strike called. Count is 1-1. Full slate of games tomorrow. The winner of this game will play tomorrow at 10:30. The losers eliminated. The winner of this game will take on the loser of Alabama State FAMU. That game coming up next, I'll have that one. Here's the 2-1, a fly ball in the right. It's going to be caught in right. The side is retired as Higgins hauls it in. So we go to the 7th inning. 3-3 game. Higgins, Russell, Hope for Grambling. Coming up after this. Timeout on the SWAC Digital Network. Top of the 7th inning in this first elimination game. Prairie View leads Southern 5-1 in the other elimination game. Crystalline Higgins at the plate. This pitch is low, ball 1 from Kylie Wilson. The bottom of the lineup, 7, 8, and 9 for Grambling in this 3-3 game. Time called. And, equipment issue there. I wanted to give it head coach Raven Rodriguez. 1-0 the count. Higgins 0 for 2, fly to second and short. Bottom of the 4th inning. Here's a slapper down the right side. It's a base hit. So Higgins, the go-ahead run, leading it off here in the 7th. So it'll bring up Deja Russell. Russell line to second, grounded back to the pitcher. So will Grambling play a little small ball here in sacrifice with Russell with the go-ahead run at first. Square in the butt, takes a pitch high and outside. So Prairie View in the bottom of the 4th inning leads Southern 4-1. Just impressed with the low-scoring game, just 3-3 game here. I know the count. Pitch to Russell, strike called, 1-1. One and one the count. 1-1 pitch, trying to bunt, takes a pitch outside. Two and one the count. There's a butt, foul off to the right side. Count is 2-2. Two pitch. High fly ball in a deep right field. Well hit, caught. Runner tags and gets to second. And they're going to throw back to first to see if she tagged up. They're going to see if she tagged up, and the umpire says, what? Did she tag up? She did tag. So Higgins takes second. And now Raven Rodriguez will probably challenge this. She's going to challenge this to see if the runner left early. So they're going to challenge to see if, in fact, Higgins left from first early. So that is the challenge. Again, they'll take a look at it here. All right, so it's a good angle. All right, so we're seeing the catch in relation to the tag of the bag in the advance. Catch there. So from the first base angle, again, the umpires are saying what you're seeing. You've got to get that in relation. You got to look at the catch versus when she left. So they're still taking a look at this here. So Raven Rodriguez is challenging whether Higgins left first early. They have taken a look at it. And here comes the end result. Oh, she did not leave early. So Higgins takes second. So to bring up the number 9 hitter, Lexi Holt singled, fly to first. So the go-ahead run is at second. This pitch strike called. Or 1 the count. There's a ground ball foul. The count is 0-2. Again, Southern University trailing Prairie View 5-1. The loser of that game was eliminated. This pitch misses outside. The winner of this game will move on to play the loser of the game here that I'll do next, Alabama State and FAMU. 1-2 the count. Rise ball is high. Count is 2-2. Top of the 7th inning, our first elimination game here in day 2. The 2-2. Ground ball to third. Throw across is there. The throw to third is too late. Higgins to third. So we've seen some heady base running by Higgins. Took second on the deep fly ball to right. Was challenged. She did not leave early. And then on the ground ball to third. Hustled into third. So Higgins is at third with 2 out. Top of the lineup, Shani Specs. 0 for 3. Flied to right, has flied to center twice. Grambling has left 3. Texas Southern has left 5. It's the pitch strike called. Texas Southern stranded 2 in the 5th, 2 in the 4th. The count is 1-1. 2 out, runner at third. The 1-1. Pitch misses outside. 2-1. Charles Porter bringing you Southern and Prairie View. And he'll have a good one. Jackson State, Bethune-Cookman. Here's the 2-1 strike called. 2-2 the count, 2 out, runner at third. 3-3 game. Top of the 7th inning. The 2-2. Ground ball to short, deep short. The throw across is there. And we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. A strong throw from Sands. So Grambling strands their 4th runner. Bottom of the 7th inning in this first elimination game. 9-1-2. Martinez, Wilson, Perla. Coming up after this here on the SWAC Digital Network.
Fun, memories, friendship. We're here for all of it. Here for the big moments and the small ones too. We're here for unforgettable triumph, momentary misfortune, and the impromptu throwdown. We're out here each day, chasing something great. Call it adventure, call it play, we call it fun. Academy Sports and Outdoors. Have fun out there.
When it's time to gear up for fun, Academy Sports and Outdoors has the right stuff at the right price. Academy Sports and Outdoors. Have fun out there. This has been fun so far. Chess match, 3-3 game, low scoring. The bottom of the 7th inning. underway. Marissa Martinez singled, wide to left, facing Audrey Richardson, who went all the way yesterday trying to take her team again into extra innings. Pitch misses outside. 2-0 the count. 9-1-2. Wilson, then Perla for Texas Southern. Again, the loser's eliminated. The winner will take on the loser of Alabama State FAMU. This pitch strike called. 2-1 the count. Here's the 2-1. Here's a long fly ball, deep right field. Ball's well hit. It's off the wall. Extra bases for Martinez around second, and she's there with a stand-up double. The winning run is at second. Marissa Martinez, 2 for 3. The winning run at second. And now Kylie Wilson, 2 hits. She's stolen a base. She's squaring the bunt, as you would expect. They're in at first and third. Richardson brings it home. Lays down a bunt, and it is foul. Backward spin. Foul territory. Just try to lay it down and deaden it. That's what you want to do. And make third field it. And Wilson's got some pretty good speed, too. 1-1 the count. Leadoff double by Martinez. Pitch misses outside. Count is 1-1. Bottom of the 7th inning. The winning run is at second. Wilson lays it down, fielded at third. The throw is there. And so Martinez is at third. Sack by Wilson. Well done. Laid it down, deadened it, fielded. The throw is there. And now the winning run is at third. Marissa Perla, 0 for 3, fly to center, right, and grounded to short. They're in for the play at the plate. The pitch, ground ball to short, and everybody is safe. So a single for Perla. So first and third. A ground ball to short. Collins wanted to make sure that Martinez stayed at third. So first and third, 1 out for Lene Carr. Time called. Hall just wants to make sure everyone's on the same page. Probably what will happen here is Perla will take second. I don't expect Grambling to throw the ball across because that run doesn't matter. So Perla will probably take second. And I think that's probably what the conversation is about. Like, look, this runner at first doesn't matter. If you take second, you got to be concerned about this run at third, which Marissa Martinez doubled to lead it off. The sacrifice by Wilson, that's huge for Texas Southern. Again, just want to make sure everyone's on the same page defensively. 3-3 game, 1 out. All right, Lene Carr at the plate. Pitch to Carr, low. Even though I'm thinking Perla might not even go anywhere because it comes down to this. It comes down to what Carr does at the plate. Carr 1 for 3. Audrey Richardson brings it home. Strike called, 1-1. 1-1 the count. One and one the count, 1 out. Foul straight back, got a pitch to hit. One and 2 the count. One out. Runner at first and third in this 3-3 game. Here's the pitch. High fly ball in the right. It's going to drop for a base hit, and Texas Southern has advanced. Lene Carr's RBI single to right center scores Marissa Martinez, and Texas Southern eliminates Grambling. Got a pitch to hit, out over the plate, took it the other way, and Texas Southern eliminates Grambling. Lene Carr, 2 for 4, a single to right center, scoring Martinez, who led off with a double. Wilson's sacrifice was huge, and Carr sends Texas Southern to the next phase of this tournament. As Texas Southern eliminates Grambling, their season is over, and now they will await the loser of our next game, Alabama State and FAMU, as Texas Southern advances. We will hear from Coach Rodriguez coming up here on the post-game show, and we'll take a timeout here. We'll be right back after this. And we welcome you back to Gulfport, where Texas Southern advances with a 4-3 win on an RBI single by Lene Carr. As you can see, Texas Southern celebrating a big win as they survive and eliminate Grambling. A really good ball game after the way it started with the weather. Charles Edmond here, and we are joined by Coach Rodriguez with the players standing behind you. Like that. Coach, congratulations. Coach, talk a little bit about this win. It was a big win. It was a huge win.
It was definitely a huge win, especially for the girls. They've put in so much work this year, and it's definitely showing and it's paying off.
Talk about that big hit by Carr. I mean, it started out with the double. I thought it was huge. The sacrifice by Wilson, that kind of set it up, and then Carr with the big single in the right center.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, she's been seeing the ball great all year, and she just waited and found something that she knew she can drive, and she did exactly what she wanted to do.
Well, your team's had opportunities, Coach. You were talking about yesterday defensively. You know, a couple of things didn't happen, but I thought defensively you're pretty good today.
Yeah, defensively good. We made one or two mistakes, but we came back and we fought. This team has been great together. They stay fighting for each other, and they stay with each other, and that's the biggest difference this year.
How does it feel to survive and move on?
It feels great. I mean, we have more work to do and more opportunities to take advantage of, and so we're ready. The girls are ready for it. And
they'll take on the loser of Alabama State, FAMU, tomorrow at 10:30. Coach, congratulations.
Thank you.
That's Coach Rodriguez doing a nice job with Texas Southern softball. They survive in advance, so Grambling, a good season. Nakia Hall They got in by virtue of a Pine Bluff loss and really wanted to take advantage. 2 tough losses, 2 late inning losses for Grambling. Their season comes to an end. And Texas Southern survives in advance. They will play the loser of our game here on this field next. Alabama State, FAMU, the loser of that game tomorrow at 10:30. So that'll do it for this one here on the main field. On the field behind us, field 10. Southern trailing Prairie View. Will update you on that a little bit later. So that'll do it. I'm Charles Edmond. Coming up next, Alabama State, FAMU, here on the SWAC Digital Network.